Good morning and welcome to what you would probably believe is the calm after the storm as opposed to the calm before the storm, although I think we could have had that yesterday at some stage as well. I don't know if the footage on the camera got it last night when I was out at about 1 o'clock in the morning to show you the storm and the sand blasting that was going on. But my God, it's something else. It's not as bad today as it was yesterday. It seems to be clearing up a little bit, and this seems to be down here for probably up to Wednesday or Thursday, obviously diminishing as it goes along. But you can just see in the distance there parts of the mountains that are still covered in this, what we would call in Ireland kind of like a mist. However, what it is, it's a sandstorm or a sand cloud that has been blown up from the Sahara Desert just on the other side of the Mediterranean. And of course, we're right on the coast of the Mediterranean here, down in an area called CARTAGENA in the south of Spain. But yeah, myself and the boy, I got up yesterday morning, had our breakfast as we normally do after bringing Ice for his walk, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. And we could see coming in from that direction over there, kind of like a hazy cloud approaching. And just being Irish and not being from Spain and not knowing exactly what happens over here at what time of the year, we thought it was just a few rain clouds in coming on their way, and said, oh God, the training later on is going to be a little bit wet. We watched it coming in, and then it just kind of descended on us halfway through our training session. And it was so eerie, it was so quiet. It started to get dark. It was like at 5 o'clock on a winter's evening back home in Ireland or England. And it was just mental to look at. I don't even know why I didn't pick up the camera then. It never crossed my mind being a YouTuber, but it just got worse and worse. So I went out for another training session. I went out for a run and came back. And it was only then that I found out that it was this sand cloud that was coming in, and there was a storm coming in later on that night that was going to be blowing it all over the place. And there was recommendations to say that if you are going out, that you must go out, or that you would be best going out wearing a mask. So although I'm wearing a mask this morning, it's to prevent my lungs from getting any worse than what 2 bouts of COVID has done to them already. Just to stop any sand getting into them. And we went to bed, believe it or not, in the hope of trying to sleep last night, wearing masks as well, because the sand would have got into the motorhome. And we'll show you back there in a few moments' time where the sand was speckled down on top of all the vehicles as well. But yeah, just out for a walk with Ice here at the moment, and yes, visibility is quite good. But this is 9:20 in the morning, guys, and it's supposed to be sunny Spain, and there's nothing sunny about that at the moment. It's a weird sight. Coto Privado de Casa, private hunting grounds. We won't go in there, so. But anyway, yeah, that's what's been happening. This sand cloud coming across from the Sahara Desert, and it happens every so often down here as well. It would obviously happen more often than it happens in Ireland and England. A few times over in Ireland and England, you would have probably woken up looking at this kind of a reddish colour on the bonnet of your car or on your windscreen or something like that, and you say, in the name of God, what was that? And then you would learn that, yeah, that's the sands coming up in the winds coming from the Sahara Desert all the way down in Africa. And bear in mind that where we are at the moment, we're about 1,600 kilometres from Dublin or Manchester, in around that area, if you want to equate it to like for like. So another 1,000, I suppose, I don't know, maybe more, maybe less. But anyway, we're a little bit closer to the Sahara than you guys are, so we're obviously going to feel the blunt of it an awful lot more as well. I'll bring you back to the motorhome park in a few moments' time and just show you exactly what the wind and the sand has done to that place up there. Probably not as bad as what I'm making it out to be, but the winds were gusting up to 80 kilometres an hour last night, and you could feel every bit of it. You went outside there at 1 o'clock in the morning when I did to take the video. And had to wear a mask, had to wear my glasses, everything just to protect the sand getting in at you. Just, when you go to the beach, you just feel sand getting into every nook and cranny of your body, every orifice. And it's not a nice feeling at all to know that's going to happen. So hopefully it's gone by St. Patrick's Day, although there is supposed to be rain this week as well. So the weather's been a bit crazy over the last week and a half thereabouts as well, as you've seen in our Benidorm videos, cut short as a result of the rain that we had up there. So we definitely have to go back up there again. We're not filming at the moment apart from just doing this, because our next video will be the St. Patrick's Day parade up around the Lasagna area. That's obviously this Thursday the 17th, today being Tuesday the 15th. And we hope to have that out on the 18th for you on the Friday evening. But hopefully the weather doesn't dampen that, and hopefully this sand cloud is gone by then. Although I'd probably prefer a sand cloud over Lasagna than the wood rain at this stage, in order to make the viewing a bit more spectacular. Because apparently it's supposed to be one of the biggest in Europe. And you know yourself, everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. But anyway, let's get back to this motorhome park, and we'll show you a few speckles of sand up there, what it looks like. And if it had done any damage to the area at all, which I don't think it would have been too much damage. The winds weren't really that high at all last night, apart from blowing a few small little things around the area. But nothing too bad at all. We'll have a cup of tea. I don't know if training today is going to be a good idea with that sand still hanging in the air. Certainly don't want to be in my lungs, so it's probably going to be a long, bloody, boring Netflix day. And this is the cafe area of the motorhome park, and you can just see the sand building up on those tables there as a result of last night and today and yesterday as well. Not too bad, but at the same time, it was blowing a gale last night, as I said. I see these tables here as well, got a battering as well. But thankfully, there was no rain last night with this, because you can only imagine the sea of muck and red sand that would be around the area at the moment. Just going back to our little Lucy Lou here at the moment. Unfortunately, the cover for the bikes had fallen off there in the wind last night. You see the specks of sand there on the front of the motorhome there as well, where it was actually caught as well. Dotted along it. And the windscreen as well, you can see the sand there. So yeah guys, that's what happens when you get caught in a sandstorm here in Spain. Just a short video to show you what happened in this area last night and yesterday and today. And as I said, it's down for another couple of days, so we're going to see you on St. Patrick's Day parade. We'll upload it Friday. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out and about.